Her birthday was meant to be perfect. She had the money, the beauty, the attention. But one mistake by a black waiter changed everything. And what happened next left everyone speechless. Everyone expected her birthday party to be perfect. It was a dazzling night in one of the city's grandest hotels. The chandeliers sparkled like diamonds, and the soft music filled the air with elegance. Guests arrived in designer suits and glittering gowns, their laughter echoing through the hall. Tonight was special. It was the birthday of Samantha, a wealthy white girl, the only daughter of one of the city's richest businessmen. Samantha looked breathtaking in her silver gown. Diamonds adorned her neck and ears, and her hair was styled perfectly. Everyone admired her beauty and grace, yet behind her charming smile was a heart full of arrogance. She loved to be admired, but she treated people below her with coldness and disdain. Her brother Daniel was different. Though equally rich, he was gentle and kind-hearted. He treated the hotel staff with respect and always believed that wealth did not make someone greater, humanity did. Many people respected him for his humility, though Samantha often mocked him for being too soft. As the evening went on, the guests raised toasts to Samantha, praising her beauty and wealth. The ballroom glowed with laughter, music, and sparkling glasses. Finally, the moment everyone awaited arrived: the cutting of the birthday cake. The staff wheeled in a magnificent three-tiered cake decorated with golden ribbons and roses. Carrying it carefully was Michael, a young black waiter. Michael had joined the hotel only a few weeks ago. He was hard-working, but tonight his nerves got the better of him. Dozens of rich guests watched him as he carefully moved toward the stage, balancing the heavy cake in his trembling hands. Then it happened. Just a few steps from the center, Michael's hand shook. His foot slipped slightly on the polished marble floor, and before anyone could save him, the enormous cake slipped from the tray and crashed onto the ground. The ballroom went silent. The music stopped. Gasps spread across the hall as everyone stared at the ruined cake on the floor. Michael froze in horror, his heart pounding, his face pale. Samantha's eyes widened with disbelief, then narrowed with fury. She stormed toward him, her voice echoing across the hall. "You ruined my birthday! Do you even realize how much that cake cost? Do you even know who I am?" Michael's lips trembled. I'm sorry, ma'am. It was an accident. Please forgive me," he stammered. But Samantha's anger only grew sharper. "Accident? Or just your carelessness? People like you don't belong in places like this. You're nothing but a worthless servant." Her words cut deep. Michael's eyes filled with tears. He stood frozen, humiliated in front of hundreds of guests. The room was quiet. Some guests shifting uncomfortably, but none dared to speak against the rich birthday girl. Then suddenly, Daniel's calm but firm voice broke the silence. "That's enough, Samantha." Everyone turned. Samantha stared at her brother, shocked. "What do you mean, enough? He ruined everything. This was supposed to be my special day." Daniel looked at Michael, then faced the crowd. "Special days are not about cakes or decorations. They are about people, about kindness. Look at him. He's already broken. Do you think humiliating him makes you bigger? No, Samantha, it makes you smaller." A murmur rose among the guests. Some nodded. Others clapped softly. Samantha's face turned red with embarrassment. Daniel walked to Michael and placed a reassuring hand on his shoulder. "Accidents happen. What matters is how we respond. You didn't mean to ruin anything, Michael. You were doing your job, and that deserves respect." Michael's eyes widened. No one had ever defended him like this before, especially not a rich man in front of such an elite crowd. His voice shook as he whispered, "Thank you, sir." The tension in the hall slowly melted. Daniel signaled the hotel staff to bring another cake. The guests cheered as Samantha reluctantly cut it, forcing a smile while her pride was wounded. Later that night, when most guests had left, Daniel noticed Michael sitting alone in a corner, wiping his tears. He walked over and sat beside him. "You handled a tough moment today," Daniel said kindly. "No, sir. I ruined everything. Everyone saw it. I'll probably lose my job." But Daniel smiled warmly. "No, Michael, you didn't ruin anything. In fact, you reminded everyone that humanity is more important than perfection. And as for your job, you won't lose it. I'll make sure you're rewarded for your hard work." True to his word, the next day, Daniel spoke to the hotel manager and arranged for Michael's promotion. From that day on, Michael was no longer remembered as the black waiter who dropped the cake. He became known as the man who was defended by kindness. And Samantha? She never forgot that night. It took her time, but eventually she realized her brother was right. True worth was not measured by money, beauty, or how grand your party was. It was measured by the size of your heart. Because sometimes the smallest accidents reveal the greatest truths.